So welcome to University of Waterloo and to the information session about the architectural engineering program that we are very proud to have. But before I introduce myself and talk to you about the program, I need to do an territorial acknowledgement. University of Waterloo acknowledges that much of our work takes place on the traditional territory of the neutral Anishinaabe and Haudenosaunee peoples. Our main campus is situated on the Haldimand Tract, the land granted to the Six Nations that includes 6 miles on each side of the Grand River. Our active work toward reconciliation takes place across our campuses through research, learning, teaching, and community building is centralized within the Office of Indigenous Relations. As you see here in the map next in the image. Just to introduce myself, my name is Rania Al-Hamoud. I am an associate professor teaching stream at the University of Waterloo, and I'm currently the associate chair of undergraduate studies. So if you do come to our architecture engineering program, you will be seeing me as part of your faculty members over there. Just to know that the architectural engineering program is one of 4 programs that we have in the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering. So it's important to see where do these 4 programs that are within the department overlap and where they do not intersect. So focusing just on the AE program, you can see that this is the yellow circle over there. The quick overlapping between AE and the civil is the structural engineering aspect. Quick overlapping between the AE and the environmental engineering program is air quality and energy efficiency. And the overlapping between AE and all other programs is the sustainable cities and communities, which is something that's very common. But of course, there are also other things that are very specific to AE, like building science systems, technical aspects of architectural design, architectural project management. So that's why it's just important to know how what you do fit within the whole civil, environmental, geological, and architecture engineering programs. So let's quickly give you an overview of what does architecture engineering at Waterloo look like. Is a quick overview, program overview. The AE program talks about design and construction of the built environment. So we do more about but it is definitely focused on buildings. It talks about assessment, repair, and refurbishment of existing buildings, green building technology, and it's only one of only several engineering programs in Canada focused on better building design. It is unique. We did start this program in 2018, and it became very widely recognized. And the students really are attracted to this program, and also as well employers are attracted to hiring our students from this program due to the niche things that they've learned within our program. It is definitely distinguished by inclusive co-op studio course each term. So there is co-op is mandatory within this program, and also studio course is something that you will be seeing every term, and I will be giving you a curriculum overview where you can see this. So over here you see some pictures of students where they've built models for their studio projects where they have to build those 3D models or working with them. Another picture here on the top right is when they are talking about the building science and the envelope of the structure, and that's where the instructor is using the buildings on campus to show them those aspects. When we dig deeper into the curriculum, we look at the program is divided as follows. It is a 4-year program that's taken over 5 years. How does that work? The fact that it is a mandatory co-op program, it's divided into every year is 2 terms with there are 2 academic terms, and then there is co-op terms that are embedded. So if we look at your program, the architecture engineering program, here you can see you start in September, which is what we refer by the fall, and then you start in an academic term. Just before I continue, it's very important to state that our year is divided into 3 terms, which means every 4 months contribute to 1 term. So your fall is from September to December, and then in the winter for your AE, after you finish your 1 1A term, and I refer by 1A, meaning the first term of year one. 1B refers to the second term of year one, and 2A refers to the first term of year two, and so on. And this is something that you will see because you're going to be a cohort based, and your cohort will be decided by the term allocation. So when you start here in first term, in the fall term, from September to December, after you finish, you go and work from January to April. That is will be your winter term, and that will be your co-op term. You bring that experience back with you to the classroom when you will join us again from May to August during your spring term, and then you go again for co-op from September to December during your fall term, and you can see how it is alternating. There are some unique things to notice. So mostly there is the purple colored boxes are the required courses that you have to take, and those are concept courses. The first blue boxes are also required courses, but those are the niche things that we have on our program, and those are called the studio courses. This is where you do all those hands-on activities. You build 3D models. You actually design real world examples. So you might be designing in your first term, you'll be designing a tiny retreat that you're going to be, or you can be designing a furniture element, or those are all things that you will be working with. And every design studio has certain elements associated with it. So the first design studio that we will be taking in the fall term is going to be concepts. You will be learning different concepts, and that's what you will be doing at the end of the term, designing a tiny retreat, which is very cool. Then in the second term, in the spring term, you will have the structural design studio focusing on structural design elements, enclosure design followed in 2A, and so on and so forth. So every studio has a different focus. As you grow up with years, starting in 2B, so if you look at year 3, fall term in 2B, this is where you start having your first electives. All those orange boxes over here refer to the electives that you can take within the term, and that's when you take your first elective. And another cool thing that we have with our AE program is that your 3A and 3B term, as you see in the bottom, which are in year 3 and year 4, those terms are both taken in the School of Architecture in the Cambridge campus. So it's a different campus. This is where we want you to integrate with our architecture students, and then you will be gaining not only the civil experience or the structural experience here working within the engineering students, but also gaining the architectural aspects within the architecture campus. And as you grow with the years, as you see the number of orange boxes increase, and you will be taking more electives, of course, because you want to take the basics first before knowing what to choose from. A cool thing about architectural engineering is, or other our programs, is that we do have something that we call specialization. So if you wanted to take another credential within your program, we do have two specializations, the building structures and the building systems specializations, which are available within the program itself. But we also have something that we refer to as options that are available to the whole programs within the Faculty of Engineering. So you could see an option such as an artificial intelligence option, a computing option, a statistics option, and lots of our students take these options. And these are, you might have to take extra courses if you want to use to get these options, which is something that's expected, but it allows you to take like a kind of a small specialty in a different area than the area that is within your architecture engineering program, which is something that is really very cool that we make available to our students. What is the differentiating factor for our AE program? We talked a little bit about the design studio. Design studio is so cool. It's a collaborative workspace. It is a core teaching methods. So we, as the teaching team, we sit, you have a project you have to work on as a team, and we meet with you all the time. We meet with you regularly every week, but of course you're available to talk and discuss your designs with us more frequently than every week. But we do give you deliverables, small deliverables to do every week to actually build your final project. So these are examples here of 3D models built from our first year studio when we first initiated this program in 2018. You can see it over there to the right, students working together in projects. And in the bottom picture, you will see our Cambridge campus, which comes to the next point, which is those two terms alongside the architecture students at the School of Cambridge, which is interesting. It's a very cool building. It has it allows you to integrate with architecture, there are lots of also activities that you can do together with the architecture students so that you can see how also other students from the other programs think. Definitely project-based learning, collaborations between core and studio courses to apply theory and applications immediately. So when we do your projects in studio courses, they're not standalone. We want to differentiate you from others. So even from the first year, you will see, why am I learning math? Why am I learning physics? How does this even integrate into my courses? Why do I need them? And that's where the studio course is very helpful, because that studio course brings in everything from all the other courses, and you can see, oh, now I know why do I need to apply this differential equation method or this force vectors, because I need them to be able to analyze the loads that are on my structure, to design it, to build this project. So this is also a unique thing where we integrate information from different courses into your studio course so that you can see firsthand and understand how they link together. There is a big focus on communication, written, graphic, and oral. So we ensure, because this is a big aspect that all industry ask for, is that you have great in communication skills, because if you cannot communicate your project, as if you didn't do anything, you need to be able to communicate your project properly. And of course, group work is key, and you do group work from day one in preparation for your co-op terms. It is essential. If group work is not your thing, then architecture engineering is not your program. It is very heavy in group work and working collaboratively as a team. Remember, this is something that you're going to be successful in the industry. People really need to be able to do group work, and this allows you to excel in that area. Um, how does co-op in AE work? You can explore careers, earn money, and gain experience through North American largest co-op paid internship program. As I mentioned, co-op is kind of mandatory. You would be co-op is built in within our academic term. So it's like you go into an academic term, then you do co-op, academic co-op, until, of course, the end between 3B and 4A. That's when they are back to back. But other than that, you're doing a co-op every term. It's great. I've taught in universities where there is no co-op, and I've taught in here when there is a co-op, and it's a big difference in the student knowledge that they bring to the classroom. You bring this knowledge and this wealthy experience back with you to the classroom, and it makes it exciting at a different level. I do teach at a different level here, knowing that students have all of this experience. So so some of the things you all are also earning money. So by earning money, you are, instead of graduating with a big hefty debt, you are actually you would graduate with the money to save. I know my daughter, she is in second year electrical engineering program, and in there with her co-op experience, she was actually able to even save money. And up to now, she's finished second year and she's debt free. 96% of our co-op grads employed 6 months after graduation find jobs related to skills they acquired at Waterloo, compared to 83% of all university graduates in Ontario. So yes, students get employed right away. And most of the times, because we just finished our exit survey with our fourth year graduates, most of the time, those students go back to their last employer, because the employer, this is for the employer, it's a way where they can talk to you, know if you are a good person to work with. And that's where it's for them, it's low stakes when you're working with them as co-op. And based on that, then they can hire you afterwards. Some sample co-op jobs you can find is building envelope structure technician, building science and restoration project coordinator, energy and sustainability engineering assistance, junior conservation management coordinator, microclimate coordinator, and residential engineering design. After graduation, what you could do, career possibilities in the global building sector. So you could be consulting in building and urban infrastructure design, such as structural engineer, building science expert, sustainability consultant, accessibility consultant. You could be working in the building construction and fabrication sector. Some positions could be construction coordinator, supervisor, inspector, building component manufacturer, and or in the building infrastructure owner and building inspection sector. So you could be a municipal building department review, institutional, such as hospital, university, large corporation building infrastructure owner. And of course, you have the opportunity to do graduate studies. So you will be able to do a Master's of Applied Science or PhD programs within our civil engineering department. Um, some also you could do the Masters of Architecture programs in architecture is available. There are some other requirements there. Some research criteria, some research topics could be low energy building systems, modular or automated construction, design for reuse, building information modeling, building envelope design, materials and structures. Um, and the next one is questions, but before I leave you with the slides, I want to tell you that once you join us, and you will join us right away into groups doing your design days, first 2 days, where you will actually be working in teams, getting together with your own cohort that you're staying with till the end, and building this piece of furniture that you will be able to fit in this space. So you will be actually doing design with us from day one. You would be meeting all of us, we would be seeing you, and we would be working with you to ensure that you have that skill and you are excited about the program the same way we are. Hope to see you in the fall.